Hey there and happy Monday. So sorry to keep you waiting, but I honestly couldn't find my tripod to put my phone into to make my video happen for you guys. And it was in the closet behind me, right behind the door. So I had tucked it out of the way when I was enjoying in my craft room. I did some of the crafting along with Stampin' Up's on stage event or conference or whatever you want to call it. We were at home instead of far away, but it was still a great time, and I am ready for that next new catalog, and I'm excited to show you some new things. And with the new catalog, even though it doesn't start till January, will be another celebration, which means more fun free stuff, which I always get excited about. I actually placed an order today for some of the new products so that I can get them here and start working with them ahead of time to give you guys some ideas and examples and such. Hi there, Diane. Hi, Lois. Good to see you guys on here. Lois, today there's no trees. I know how you love your trees. This is good. So I am doing a Christmas card today. Hi, Lisa. And with that, here is today's card. So last Friday I did the cute little cat card, and it was just like an all occasion card. And today I'm doing Christmas, and I thought, well, the dog needs equal time. So that was kind of fun to put that together on the card. So yes, Brenda, I get to see you in a few days. Hello there. And hi, Pam. Lots of you guys on here. I never know when a good time is, and sometimes it just depends on everybody else's day. And it was Monday. I got lots of stuff accomplished, and then I was kind of distracted just by looking out at the beautiful sunset tonight. I don't know if any of you guys got to see it. It was just gorgeous. So let me get started. Let me put my iPad down. Hi there, Donna. And let me get my volume. I don't use this iPad for very much except for my videos here, but I had it on to do my conference back here. All right. And I don't want you guys to have to hear me in a 5-second delay, everything I'm doing with my card. Sometimes it's nice though to have that, you know, repeat in case you miss something and go, now how did that work? I know when Stampin' Up was doing the crafting sessions with us, it was kind of nice sometimes to have a little bit of a lag to have a catch-up time. All right, so here is today's Christmas card with a fun dog there. Hi there, Kay. And so it's just like cute on its own because the dog's so cute. And how many animals or little kids get like wrapped up in Christmas lights. So it's kind of a perfect little image there to show you that. And where I am getting that, oh, I'm still hearing a little bit of an echo here. I just want to turn that down a little bit more. Okay, where I'm getting the sentiments from on my card here, may the special season be wrapped in joy and love. I just came across that from a different stamp set, and I'm like, well, that's perfect. And then the same stamp set is where I'm going to be putting my inside sentiment from, is from Perfectly Plaid. And so that is just really fun to have, like the wrapped in joy and love, because it looks like the dog's kind of wrapped up. So Perfectly Plaid has been around for a while, and it's always popular, and I think it's still a great stamp set, and it has a coordinating punch with it too. So that's in the annual catalog here on page 93. So you can see all the different trees, and then some of you might be going, oh yeah, I know that stamp set, or oh yeah, I have that in the matching punch too. So yes, it has been around for a while, but I just, like I said, thought that the sentiment was so perfect for what I'm doing today. And then the paper is amazing. And from the mini catalog here on pages 30 and 31, you'll see the great layout of lots of fun ideas and designs. And you can die cut some of these images right from the designer series paper, or you can use your stamps and dies and all sorts of fun stuff for that too. So what I'm using today are the matte decorative dots, and I'm also using the designer series paper here too at the bottom. So that is very very fun stuff. And I think that's all that I'm using from it. I had to kind of do a double take, and I kind of want to show you this paper because it's so cute. So this is where I'm cutting the dog from. And then if you like if you're making your own and have a different type of dog, then you could do that. Or maybe you just have a fish, and instead of furry animals, you might have a fish. So there's a fishbowl there, and then there's a cute cat, and then of course this that I'm using tonight, and all sorts of cute stitch stockings, and then this pattern that I'm using here, and then smaller little stockings with a mouse and some different cats and dogs, and then the back sides too have a fun pattern. So that's kind of what that looks like. I really like this with the different colors and patterns on there too. So I hope I can come up with something fun and inspiring for you guys from that soon. All right, so this is kind of my color palette here: Cherry Cobbler, White, and Pool Party for the card that I'm putting together for you guys. So, oh, thanks, Kay. I always like to see your guys' reactions and such, and if you're quiet, that's always fine too. Sometimes I just like to sit back and watch different stuff, so that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is just take this piece here. This is the only thing that's being ran through my cut and emboss machine, and I just wanted to give it just a little something to run through. So I'm using my scalloped contour dies here. Let me get some more light there. Scalloped contour dies, and if you want a little refresher, this is this one that I've been kind of using quite a bit, and then I'm just using this frame that's a larger scallop and stitch. So I was almost going to use the Stitch So Sweetly dies, which has similar frames, but the scallop is a little bit narrower. And I thought with the busyness of the papers and different things, I thought having a bigger scallop on there would be easier on the eyes than using the narrower. Okay, so let me just bring this over, and from the Christmas bulb paper I just cut like a 4-inch strip here, and that handles this die really well. I can just lay that down here and then just run that through for a quick and easy cut like so. Put it at an angle, and yep, I was like, will that go through without wrecking the end of it? It's just fine. That's all good. Okay, so then we just have this piece here, so it's almost easier to see on the back side that it did do the stitching and the scallop, but you can see it on there probably better in person than on the camera too. So hi there, Julie. And then I can just start doing some assembly here. Like I said, my card base is Cherry Cobbler, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, opening this way, and then I can go right to putting some adhesive on here. Just love this, like kind of like a like an old-fashioned vintage sweater pattern, and it was like pair that with the cat, or how do I do that? How do I switch? So I kind of like this better than the grumpy cat. This kind of looks like that kid in the corner at Christmas that didn't quite get what they wanted, and so I thought let's definitely use this side of the paper. Not that it's not cute in its own way, but I preferred this one for today. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna put that on there, and so this paper is 4 inches by 5 1/4, this designer series paper, and then I cut this. Let me look here. 2.75 by 4, which will be helpful because if you're trying to line up or have these dies and go, which die should I use, you can kind of cut to maybe your pool party first, lay your die on, and you go, yep, it mats it perfect. So then you'll know that that's the right one versus, oh, it's the second one, the medium one, you know, when the dies kind of look similar and there's several of them that are the same shape, then that helps a little bit. So I'm just going to tape that onto there and tape this onto here. I was going to do some popping up of different layers, but I'm going to save that for the dog and kind of just wait with that. And this is actually really easy to put on here and line up because you have all these different lines going across the bottom and the top, so you know that when you put this on and it's not quite right, it's going to let you know right away that it's crooked. Not that it's a bad thing or anything, but it's just going to let you know. And then for my stamping, I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler tonight. Cherry Cobbler ink pad. Hi there, Kelly. Hi, Jennifer. Good to have you guys on here. And with this being a photopolymer stamp set, I'm just going to quick bring over my Stampin' Mat and stamp out the greeting. May this special season be wrapped in joy and love. And I want to make sure that that's centered there and put that aside. And since I kind of already gave you a sneak peek of what the inside looks like, usually I kind of do the inside of the card last. Since I have my ink pad out and my stamps, I'm just going to quick do the Merry Christmas for the inside, so I can set that aside here and set my stamps aside there. And I'm just going to let that dry for a quick second. Not that it needs a lot of dry time, but I always kind of set things aside if I can. Now, I want to show people, yes, Kelly, not often do you get to catch this live. So there's all sorts of fun and cute options. Like if I hadn't just done the cat card on Friday, that would be so fun. And I think cats always pair up well with the cute little mice here too. But like I said today, the dog's going to get the attention. So I'm just going to kind of do a rough cut around the dog. And usually when I have things like this, I like to cut them out ahead of time just to save you guys time. But sometimes people will be like, you know, how close do you get or how do you cut things out? So I thought, you know, this actually cut out a lot faster than I thought. And I kind of just move the paper probably more than I do my scissors. I do kind of pick up and go with my scissors every once in a while, but I usually find that I maneuver my paper more than I do my scissor. And then with these cute little lights, it just, of course, I needed to have the whole trail of lights on here to make it just look like I'm getting the full effect of the dog getting into the mess of lights. We used to have a cat, my husband and I, back in the day, and actually we were debating, you know, people had said, oh, you shouldn't have a cat when you have kids, and I was expecting our first, and unfortunately it got ran over the same time that our firstborn came into the world, like that same like week and such. So we didn't have to worry about, you know, should we or not. And then our youngest has an allergy, so we don't have any indoor pets. We have lots of farm animal pets and stuff like that, but kind of has taken away the should we, shouldn't we type thing. So we enjoy other people's animals. It just isn't for us in our house because of allergies. And in the amount of time it took to tell you that story, there is that dog. Hi, Amy. Good to have you on here. All right. And then the dog's all ready to be put on the card here. And popping this up, I think, is pretty important with some dimensionals, just because, you know, he's kind of busy with his own lights going on here and then the lights on here. So we need to put some dimensionals on here just to get some distance from the busy papers and such. So I'm going to do that. And then I even have some mini dimensionals so that I can get that tag popped up, or not tag, but tail popped up easily too. And that paper already came off, so that makes it nice. All right, so I'm just going to do this and put him kind of over here. And I thought about like just snipping this into like a banner, going up and up into a banner cut. But once again, I thought with everything going on, I just kind of wanted to have this be just straight. So my strip here is 3/4 inches, and I just stamped that out. I kind of had a longer strip to give myself some grace as far as not having to worry about fitting it all exactly, and then I just have to worry about getting it straight. And then because this is not really skinny narrow, but narrow enough where it's like, you know what, I'm just going to take a chunk off the edge here of my dimensionals, kind of that leftover stuff, and just take a big chunk of that, layer that across the back like so, and then I'll just kind of follow the stitched line here that's in the die cut to line that up. And then I want to make sure that I've scooted it over. So we're seeing lots of this fun paper because I really, really like this Cherry Cobbler Designer Series paper here with the Sweet Stockings DSP. Hi there, Jill. Good to have you on here. And now for embellishments, this is what didn't make the cut. And sometimes I forget to tell you what didn't make the cut, but there's that sheer pool party ribbon. There's actually some in this suite of products, the paper, the stamps, the dies, and the embellishments. There's a pool party and white ribbon, but there's also the sheer in the annual catalog. And I thought, oh, that'd kind of be fun to kind of tuck behind the dog a little bit and have that going out. But there too, I just thought, okay, that's going to maybe add to the busyness. But I did want to, for the Christmas season, don't we kind of all over decorate a little bit? And so I thought, let's get some of these fun matte decorative dots. I always like to show you what it is, matte decorative dots there, and it has all these fun colors on there. So I'm just going to take kind of the yellow, which is probably crushed curry, but it's variegated from large and small and then dark and light too. So it kind of works for a lot of your projects because of that. And I'm just going to pull off kind of one of each color and just kind of go zig and zag up the side of the card here, like so. I'm just going to put that just on the side. And then, because I kind of tried to put some up here, but like I said, with everything going on, like, you know what, I just kind of like the look of that on the side. And then there's some tiny little green ones over here. I'm going to just push that off and just kind of tuck that up. Oops. Kind of wants to stick to me, but not the card. I'm going to flip that over. Okay. I'm just going to kind of put that up there, one of those, and then take another tiny little one and just kind of put it there too in a couple of the white spots just to add a little bit. So you kind of just see a little bit more dimension or embellishment with that too. Hi there, Pam. And then that's it for the outside. And I love just all the different colors. And just over the weekend, I was noticing somebody had really cute Christmas lights, all different colors, and then the shapes were all different too. And I'm like, oh, those are really cute lights. And my husband just kind of looked at me. He didn't roll his eyes, which I'm surprised because he knows I love my white lights. And he kind of looked at me like, it doesn't matter how cool they look, you're going to want your white lights when it comes to Christmas. But I did like those. All right. So for my inside, like I said, I stamped that out at the same time that I did my front sentiment for the card. Merry Christmas. And if you're just joining in, these sentiments are from Perfectly Plaid, and then this paper is from the Sweet Stockings papers from the holiday or July through January catalog there. So this is project number 8 for November stamp camp. So hopefully you guys like dogs or have somebody. I always think, okay, what if you don't have a dog? Like, why would you want to make these cards? But it's so fun to send to people with dogs, and a lot of people have dogs. Either you have them or you're sending them to somebody. Oh, and Amy likes white lights too. Yay. Okay. It's always fun to decorate for Christmas. Last year with my wrist giving me such trouble, my husband and son decorated the tree. And it was just hard for me. I couldn't lift anything and my strength was so gone. I couldn't put lights on. I couldn't even put the decorations on. So we had a tree with just the white lights, and it just was so peaceful, and it's kind of just what we needed. So when I say we tend to overdo things for Christmas, last year we didn't, but this card kind of looks like we did. All right there. Oh, and Julie likes white lights too, so that's kind of fun. All right, so that is project number 8 out of 10, and how you can get my set of 10 projects this month is order a minimum order of $75 using this host code. Don't forget tomorrow kicks off the seasonal sale, and with the seasonal sale, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All of our card stock 10% off. The main colors, all 50 main colors, not the specialty stuff, but like when I say main card stock, that's 10% off. All of our ink pads, if you think, oh, I want to build up my collection slow but sure, tomorrow starts that 15% off all the ink pads that are our regular ink pad colors and such. And then all of the dies in the annual catalog are 15% off too, I think 20%, 15. I have all the details on this page, and I'll send out a reminder tonight too with the link of everything. So you might look at it and go, that's a long list, but by the time you list all the ink pad colors, all the cardstock colors, it's on there. So, oh, Julie, you did that too, only lights. You have a cat too, so you probably have to worry about Sven and what your cat would knock off in that. Oh, Brenda, you want a pit bull? Well, I'll tell Stampin' Up! That that's what we want. They always try to put different dogs and cat looking cats and stuff in the mix, and I think they do a pretty good job of catching some of them, and I know they're never going to catch all of them, but maybe if they keep coming out with all these fine cute cat and dog things, maybe they will finally get through them all. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon with card number 9, and so like I said too, if you want the set, let me know. Even if you're not ordering, let me know that you want the set, and I'll get those ready for you too. They're $25 for the set of 10. That includes shipping unless you're local, then I will deliver that myself. So see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.